Hello, everyone. Good morning. I hope everybody's having a good day. I'm just getting myself set up a little bit still. Apologies for the little wait. Steam decided to update. I was actually super ready on time today, and I should have checked Steam first. Hey, Rian, Alexi, Glassney, thank you guys for stopping in, for being here, especially during work. Rian, I very much appreciate it. I hope you guys are having a good day and you're, I don't know, the weather is nice and lovely and the day is nice and lovely wherever you are. I am good today, Glassney. I'm still not feeling great, but better-ish. So I'm trying to drink a lot of water, and that's kind of helping the cough a little bit. I'm still going to cough a bunch probably today, so I'll keep muting myself if I can. So yeah, we're going to get back into Medieval Dynasty today. Last we saw each other, I took on the challenge and a quest that really is going to involve me, getting a lot of money. So that's going to be our focus, is how to get a lot of money fast today. And I have some ideas for how we can do that. I'll let you guys, tell me what you think as well. Depends on really, I think, what I'm, willing to do in game to sort of get the money that we need for these challenges. So let me jump right into the game. And by right into the game, I mean, let's let it load for an unseemly amount of time. Let's see, who else was in here before? We have our pinned comment from Ward. Raid and pillage the Viking way, says Alex C. I'm thinking about that. So what I'm thinking is a great way to make money is by crafting tools. Stone knives are really easy to craft. I could literally just go around gathering materials, crafting until I have a ton of stone knives and then selling them to get a lot of money. Or the other option is that I could steal from the villages and sell what I steal and get money that way. The problem with that, right, is that a part of the challenge, I'm going to get dynasty reputation from completing it. I don't want to also completely deplete my dynasty reputation by getting caught. So if I do the thieving route, I have to be really sneaky about it. So those are really our options, I think, because there are other things I could do. I could obviously, as we go through the seasons, I sell food and stuff, but I don't think that's profitable in the short term, or even in the long term. It's not as profitable as, craftables. So crafting things to sell or pillaging. So you guys let me know what you think. Obviously, when we first get into it, I'm just going to get our bearings. And then we will go from there. Alexia, sneaky isn't as fun. I'll put my axe away. Well, I'm not going to just go in there and just take with people just staring at me, right? I don't want to. I feel like that's a little too obnoxious of a play style. I'm not really interested in doing that. Rian says crafting. Glassney says pillaging. I think Alexi also believes pillaging is the way to go, although he would prefer not sneaky pillaging. I guess it's not really pillaging if I'm thieving sneakily. But it is almost nighttime, and that does give us an opportunity to steal without getting caught, or it's easier to steal without getting caught. So let's take a look. Do I have food on me? Because I do need to make sure I have food on me. I do not. I'm gonna get myself something to eat. Obviously this is gonna cost me money. Well, I guess I have mushrooms, but I think I only have a couple, right? I just have one. I'm not gonna deal with that. Can't jump up there. Glassney wipe them all out. I'm not gonna attack people. That's not the plan. I'm talking about thievery, not actual pillaging.
Hello, traveler. Only
show me your wares. Oh, this is not the tavern person who would, I guess, normally be there. Let me find the tavern person or the cook. They'll have food, and then Oh, let me... No, I can't talk to this person. Where's our tavern? She's probably asleep already, so I may not be able to buy from her. But I mean, my food isn't like... no, come back. Don't go to bed. Don't go to bed. Nope, that's not her anyway. Never mind, Helga. I'm not gonna just like go around killing people. I don't even know. Like, I've never actually attempted to kill someone in this game that isn't a bandit. I'm assuming I can, right? Let's see. Also, let me just like sell stuff. I don't need this clay bottle. Oh, I can sell this iron shovel. Let's do that. We want to get rid of extra weight if we're going to go around stealing stuff. Don't need these sticks right now. Sell the water skin, the wine bottle. I only have a few stones, so fine. And then let me just grab something that's pretty... See, she like doesn't have... Okay, she has dried meat. I guess that's fine. We will take... Let's take 10 for 100.
A newcomer.
Weren't most medieval dynasties founded on dead people, though?
Goodbye.
That's probably true. Medieval dynasties for sure. You know, peaceful little settlements, maybe not. But that's the thing about this, is that really this game, like, you have a king. You're not yourself really, like, creating a dynasty unless you can become king of this, like, valley or something. And I feel like it's not really maybe the most, like, apt name, but you're playing within a medieval dynasty. All right. I'm up on food. I can always drink at the river. So if I do this like nighttime stealing thing, what are you confused about? I might be confusing. Sometimes I talk in circles. Okay, so let's take a look at the map here, right? Like, we are here in Hornica. We're not going to do any fast traveling because that's going to waste money. I could steal stuff in Hornica, and then I could sell it over in Jazerica. Or, you know, frankly, the length of time that is nighttime, I could steal in Hornica, steal in Jazerica, steal in Lesnica, maybe? And then I can sell everything in Denica and Gostovia. You're building a medieval dynasty, but you're not building a dynasty. That's the thing, is I feel like the game doesn't actually like allow you to really expand on that. Like, you could steal while you have drunk a potion of invisibility. Is there a potion of invisibility in this game? Like, there is like a potion of like sneaking, right? I don't think I can buy anything like that in this town. All right, so people are moving. I don't want people to actually see me. Let's see. I need to pay 369 in taxes. Or sorry, 946 in taxes. I have 369. And 1,500 for this challenge, and I have 5 seasons left until quest expiration. That's 5 seasons. That's a long time, but I don't want to like wait that long. So let's focus on the stealing. All right, you've got all these people over here. They're gonna see me if I steal stuff right here. And I want to be stealing like high value items. I'm not gonna just steal everything. What we got here? None of this is stuff I could steal. I could try to rob from that chest, but I don't know if that chest will actually have anything. A clay mug. Some of the, like, this stuff could be slightly valuable. I mean, it's not like iron tools. Like, we have a stone knife here. Wooden bowl. Let's go on this side of town where people aren't just, like, out and about. Oh, we have horses. I wish I could steal a horse. I realize that's not something I can easily, like, resell or, like, hide or anything like that. I don't even think you can resell animals, as far as I know. I guess you can. You can sell animals. It would probably be for a lower price than I bought them. All right, let's see what we've got in this town storage. Nothing valuable. But we can kind of go from one profession building to the next if we need to. This is that. He can see me through the window. Nothing in there. See, I feel like these need to be more like filled up. Lastly, what actually happens if you get caught stealing? Do they attack you or just have a strong disliking to you? So if you get caught stealing, like seen, it decreases your dynasty reputation. If that decreases far enough, you basically like, it's like dying. You get kicked out of the valley, your dynasty ends. So yeah, let's try this. Like I'm over here and I can steal this bucket. Yeah, there's nobody over here. Steal all that stuff. I'll increase your dynasty rating. Dynasty rating. Wait, what's that? Oh, that's a bird. Okay, so it's getting later. People aren't really hanging out around here. There's like stuff I can steal as far as I know. Yep. Okay, so I'm far enough away, I think, that like they're not gonna notice me taking stuff. But I want to keep an eye on the top left corner to make sure that my dynasty reputation isn't decreasing. Because if like somebody randomly like sees me. So yeah, they didn't see me because they were far enough away. Let's get over here, see if I can steal this before he comes around. Because the guy with the... I wonder if it's... See, the guys with the torches and stuff, like they're the ones to watch out for. Steal the wicker basket. He's like there, but he didn't see me steal that. Let's try that again. Oh, okay. Somebody saw me steal that. I have the hacks of life. Hey Eddie, how are you doing today? Anything over here? Steal this torch. This guy is like, he's wandering around. I don't know if he's gonna be out like... Turn around, dude. Walk away. I guess that means I can actually spend this moment over on the other side of town. See, the problem here is like Daddy PC Gamer's not here and she would be so excited that I'm stealing. Audio is like cutting out again. Like I don't want to load up on stuff that is not expensive but heavy. This guy's, see, he's still making his rounds over here. I don't know. Anything in this bucket? Or the, bucket wagon? Eddie, yeah, I'm okay. Finished the written part of my course with a 98%. Next week is practical. That's awesome, Eddie. Great job. Oh, I just want to steal his bag. Because I know that I can get, you know, a decent amount of money for that. I feel like my camera is like slightly too high. But it also might be because I am slouching. Okay. He's turned around. See, okay. My dynasty... Oh, because this guy was... I didn't even notice him. I thought that was a static, like, torch. I'm not gonna really be able to... Can I do that? Oh, okay. So I can crouch down and, like, not have them notice. It feels a little bit too easy in that respect. Like, I can literally be right next to them, but they won't notice me if I'm crouching. Which I feel like should alert them to the fact that I'm stealing because I'm crouching. All right, they're hanging out near the this spot where there is stuff I can steal. Those are sticks. We've got baskets and bags and a crate, another bucket. This may be why they want me to do an assessor course to do the assessing of tutors. I mean, yeah, if you are doing that well, especially on the written part too, like you have, if you have like a strong like grasp of like what you need to know, then you're definitely going to be capable of passing that on to people who are learning. All right, let me get maybe around the corner. Awesome. Both of them have their backs turned. Steal quickly. But my immediate like reaction is I want to steal the bench. All right. So I got a good amount of stuff stolen. I think what we want to do though is we want to head to Jazerica. That's the closest. So this is Skyrim logic. Crouch, go out of sight, stealing becomes okay. I guess so. I mean, I don't know. Maybe they just can't see really well in the dark. Actually, I forgot. I had turned up the brightness on the game, so it is a little bit brighter than it actually is in game. Hey, Jono, how are you? Good to see you. Is there anything on the ground here? We've got tin ore. Okay, so this is stuff that I can sell. I mean, I could keep this, but I really have more immediate use for money. Am I the right way? I am. How much money do we need to make? I didn't add it up, but so if we look at the challenge, we need 1,500, but I have 5 seasons for that. Pay taxes, I need at least, because I need to get back to Gustovia before the end of the season to pay my taxes. I need at least 946, so about 1,000. So in total, 2,500. Actually, what is the... So we're at the beginning of the season still, so this isn't going to be too bad. Electro, thank you for subscribing. And welcome. More boring. Try cut 4 trees, 15 logs, 30 planks, 300 wooden vials, plus minus 900 coins, takes minutes. That is also a possibility. I mean, we get back to my settlement. We could definitely do that. That's what I was saying before, where like doing craftables is probably more profitable, but like if I steal good stuff, I can also make money that way. It seems like it would just make more sense to just sit in one place and do that. I could be wrong, but if you have stolen tools and weapons like hoes and stuff, if you put them in your hotkey bar and equip them, they become okay to sell. You don't actually have to even do that. You just have to go to a different town and then you can sell them there. So as long as I'm in a different town than they were stolen from, the vendors will take them. Tin ore right there. And I think I might have to unlock the wooden vial recipe, but that's something I can definitely do. I'm going to steal from Jazerica. Well, I'm actually going to stop there at least to see if there's anything that I can steal. And then that'll be like the end of our thieving round. And then I'll actually go back and try to do the crafting method. I think that would be probably a better idea. We do also have to pick up a potion of sobriety somewhere. For Unigos' story. And I think we're going to be taking that back to Kestrel in Hornica. So I will have to get back there, and then I'll also be able to turn the challenge in. Oh, I'm not actually going the right way. Oh, we have a cave here. Is there anything at the front of the cave? Looks like I have to go over the mountain because I wasn't paying attention to which road I was on. Computer game logic. Just go down the hill this way. Love the graphics. Yeah, I do too in this game. It's just like, I don't know what it is. I mean, it's not like, you know, it's not like I'm playing Skyrim. But like, I don't know, there's this sort of certain level of realism that just makes it really immersive. I really like it. Rian, recipe of wooden vials are 45 coins, I think. Okay, so awesome. That's really cheap. You okay anyway, Grim? I'm doing okay. I'm still sick, which is not great, but my x-ray went fine, and I'm my lungs look good, and my heart size, I guess, is good or whatever. But they're gonna examine me on Friday, so I have a doctor's appointment for then. I feel like I've lost hope that like a lot of these places are gonna have things in these inventories. Okay, so we have some things here that I can steal that are going to be valuable, like a copper knife, bolts. I meant to grab the bolt, not the stick. Oof, that must be expensive over there. With insurance, not really. I don't think I pay anything for the imaging. If I do, it's going to be probably like $40 or something. But I'm pretty sure... Actually, I might... I don't know. Depends on how my insurance handles that. But I am pretty sure it's mostly covered. I might just owe a copay. Azza, how are you doing? Just stopping by to hit like. Hope you're doing well. I am doing well. But we can grab over here. Realize I'm getting more and more reckless, like I'm not looking around as much. Is it that the moon's out, or like what's going on with the time? Oh, 3:58. I thought at some point it was like at midnight, like auto, like pushing the day change. I don't know. Ash, a bronze spear. Okay. We're gonna assume he's not gonna see me. No. Dynasty reputation change. Negative 165. So that must be based on the value. Where do I see my dynasty reputation? That's actually a good question. Is it under skills? In the inventory screen? I feel like it's probably like glaring at me somewhere. Oh, right here. Okay. Dynasty reputation. So I have 12,308. So... Oh, right. She probably saw me. Yeah, I should have been standing over here. Although, somebody saw one of those things. I feel like, I mean, at this point, I'm just stealing stuff in broad daylight. Nothing great there. Let's go down to the fishing hut, just see if there's anything out around here. And then I can start moving on. Nothing in there. Okay. Now, I imagine people are still asleep, so I'm not going to be able to sell stuff here yet. Yeah, no. Nobody wants to talk to me. It's like 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning. There's a crate there. we will save all the stolen stuff for, I guess, one of the other places that we stopped by. Okay, so from Jazerica, I'm gonna go straight up to home. I do want to stop. Oh, I should have grabbed water down the lake. I'll do that. I'm gonna get water. I might stop at Denica and sell there because it should be late enough that I'll be able to sell at the vendors. Dimash, my daily dose of Medieval Dynasty. Good way to end the day. Well, I'm glad that I could help bring that to you. I'm the end of your day. It is midday for me. So I am still a little tired even though it's midday. I should be more awake than I am. I think I'm lacking enough caffeine. It's always really difficult though because I drink or I need a lot of caffeine, but when I'm sick, like most of the time they say like, you know, try not to drink caffeinated beverages, drink lots of water, but I need to be awake. Okay, we're gonna stay on this side of the river. Let's see if there's an axe here, because there usually is. Oh, an iron axe. Excellent. So we're getting a lot of good stuff. And, you know, more up north, I'll be able to sell all of this. Damage potatoes yet? No, they don't have potatoes in this game. I wish they did. I would love... Like, I would love to have potatoes and other farming stuff, because I feel like the farming items are limited, the type of seeds and saplings that you can plant. I mean, there's a decent amount, and I realize this isn't just a farming game, but they have one job, get us them potatoes, damn it. If anybody wants to learn how to mod Medieval Dynasty and make a potato mod, I would be forever grateful. I feel like running around this much, it's just like there's a higher chance of me running into bandit camps, and I kind of want that because that means more loot. That's one thing that you really like suffer from if you're fast traveling a lot. Like, I imagine further along in the game, if you have a lot of money, it's just easy to fast travel everywhere, but then you miss out on so much stuff in between. Eddie Trucker, turn the character into Mr. and Mrs. Potato. Do that, yeah. I mean, I'm already probably at like 20% potato. How many potatoes I eat on a regular basis. Well, actually, I have to be honest. I haven't eaten potatoes as much as I used to. Like, I don't make mashed potatoes as often. I did make a stew the other day, and I made that with potatoes in it. Adding 20% potato. That's me. That's why Groupon and a couple other people call me the Potato Queen over in Ray's Discord. Because I eat, well, actually, no. That came more from the fact that I like raw potato. Because I realized that that's, to a lot of people, seems weird, but like, I know I'm not the only one. Lots of people grew up, you know, your parents are like cooking something with potato and like they have to cut it up and then you take a slice and you eat it. Like, it's not that unusual. You make sure there's no green spots. But I recognize that it's weird. I don't know if it was ever posted in Discord somewhere. There's like a picture of me like eating a raw potato like an apple, because once I just really was craving potatoes, and
hello.
Not my finest hour. Alexi, no, Grim, most people didn't do that. So, okay, I didn't say most people. Most people probably think it's weird, But a lot of people have said that. Like, I've talked to plenty of people who have said, no, I mean, I like munching on like pieces of raw potato when I'm cooking or whatever. Like, that's the same thing. I don't like usually go out of my way. It's weird how the king's wife is a queen, but a queen's husband isn't a king. Yeah, that's because of the hierarchy that, like, in terms of status, like the king is regarded as a higher, like a higher status level than a queen always. Because that makes sense, apparently. And so yeah, that's why a monarch who is a queen's husband cannot be king. You're the only person I've ever met who eats raw potato. I mean, again, it's not like I go out of my way. Let's sell these things and not just sit here and talk. It's not like I go out of my way to like regularly eat raw potato. It's just when I cook with potato, and this comes from being a kid, and like my mom would cook and she'd be chopping up potatoes and give me a couple like of the pieces raw, and they taste really good. I'm not saying everybody does it, but there's definitely a bunch of people I've encountered who have been like, yeah, I've done that before. I know there's things you have to like watch out for though with potatoes, like as far as them, like the toxins, if they're not like a totally fresh potato or something. Helga, I ate it as a kid. It was horrible. I mean, if you don't like the taste, right, you're not going to eat it. I just happen to really like the taste and the texture. Texture is important to me. I'm just going through and selling everything I found that is of any value. And stuff that's stolen. Apparently I stole it. Oh, right. I stole a stick. So wow. I have 1,800 coins so far. I think we did pretty good on that. Yes. Hi, by the way, Helga. Hello. Thank you for stopping in. Glassney, I used to eat raw pastry as a kid. See, like, it depends on, like, with baking stuff, though, you always have to be careful of, like, the raw egg in it, right? I mean, I used to eat, like, you know, raw cookie dough when helping, like, my aunts with baking when I was a kid, but I just got a Steam achievement, and it's called Must Have Been the Wind. I think it's a thievery achievement of some kind. Eddie Chucker, I did see something the other day where a bloke ate 2 bowls of cornflakes a day and it gave him liver damage through too much iron intake. Yeah, that's interesting. I mean, I guess I guess the like that sort of I feel like it's like a cliche saying, but it's almost sort of true. The whole, like, you know, too much of anything isn't great. And that's probably true for a lot of stuff, right? Too much of something is probably bad. Ortega, enjoying your stream. It's Raykit's fault. Well, I mean, you know, we can blame Raykit, but I'm glad you are here. Let's sell the pear wine. I'm gonna actually save all of the ores because sell this. We'll sell the apple wine because I'm at 2,100 now. I just need a few more hundred to cover the cost of the challenge and the taxes.
Goodbye.
So let's go back to our settlement. I'll do some of the crafting of the wood vials. And then we can move on from there. If you're gonna do it, go all out. Yeah, true. Oh, no, I'm going south. That's not the direction I'm supposed to be going. Yeah, let's go this way. Alexi, it's also part of the high level processing in food. Now a lot more metals get into food. I have to say, and like, I try not to be super prescriptive about what I eat. There are obviously, like, I'm not going to eat tons of cookies because I know that that's not great for me. But, you know, I do always notice that when I'm eating more like fresh foods, like things like where I'm actually going out, I'm buying the produce, the fresh produce. I'm buying, you know, like raw meat or whatever the protein is going to be in what I'm making, and then I cook it, like those foods, I just feel better when I'm eating more of that. At the same time, like the convenience part is a thing, and I definitely eat fast food. I definitely eat stuff that probably isn't great for me to eat as much as I eat it. I always say, just, you know, eat what you like. Just take care of yourself in the process. There are levels of how much insects are allowed into food. That's kind of like, that just makes me think, I know, like, you're talking about insects in food, right? Because there's quality assurance, or quality control, and like, it makes me think of how, like, you know, there is a certain level of like human waste allowed in water, right? There has to be like a level that is appropriate. You know, after what, like, for water, leaving a water processing plant to be okay. Yeah. And I had, again, I have to get my blood checked every year for lead, so I'm not exactly clean. I mean, but you're getting your blood checked, right? So that's good. If you're enjoying it, get it down. Yeah, life's for enjoying. Groupon, hello, how are you? Helga, I will enjoy my birthday cake from yesterday. Oh my gosh, yes. Ugh, leftover birthday cake is always the best. It like puts you in a better mood for however long past your birthday that cake lasts. I mean, like, I have type 1 diabetes, and so generally speaking, I take insulin. I'm completely insulin dependent because my pancreas just doesn't produce insulin at all. And that isn't to say, though, like, I can eat whatever I want, but I could just give myself insulin. But there's certain foods that make my insulin control more erratic. Like, it's harder to control certain kinds of carbohydrates. So I do try to pay attention to that, but also important to, like, enjoy what you're eating and get some enjoyment, I think, from it. Especially because so many of us, like, have like memories of like specific things that we used to eat when we were like younger, that like sometimes you just got to have that comfort. I don't know. Yeah, it's because I eat what I hunt, and leadless ammo is expensive and hard to find. That's really interesting. So like, that's something I've never thought of. I'm like, I don't hunt. I've never hunted. I don't really think anybody in my family hunts. And like, so I would never have thought of that like the ammo you use actually like is something that you have to think about when you're hunting. That's really interesting. Groupon, I'm good. Just got home, so got my feet up. Time to chill. Hope you're well. Of course, like, as I was about to be like, I'm doing okay, I start coughing. So I'm currently just continuing my deforestation, by the way. So that I can make the wooden vials Rian was talking about. Actually, where do I make those, and which place? It's going to be at the workshop and under production, workshop. I'm assuming it's here. Yeah, wooden vials, 50. Awesome. Okay, so that requires 1 plank. Thank you, by the way, Rian, for telling me about that, because that's going to be an easy way for me to get this done much quicker. Ortiga, yeah, I work with lead also making bullets, so I have to get checked for lead too from time to time. Yeah, that's always important. Honestly, like, there's so many things that people, I think, encounter at the workplace. Like, if you're working with like certain metals or other like materials that get into the air, that it's so important to like get checked constantly. I say that being someone who like hasn't really ever worked in industry where I'm like, you know, working with like materials and chemicals that get into the air and things like that. But I feel like I, like many, grew up with like the, I don't know, asbestos commercials, right? That being like just a thing. I feel like I was like 6 and I was aware of the fact that like you could breathe things at work that could kill you, right? So definitely important. Helga, will trees grow back in this game, by the way? And what's the difference with leaving the stumps or digging them up? So that's actually something that I hadn't really been fully clear on when I started this playthrough. And I've played this like on and off a little bit since I got it like over a year ago. And then obviously I picked this back up with full release and things had changed, but like I'm not really sure what's changed or stuff that I just forgot about. But from my understanding is that trees will not grow back unless you leave the stump. And so I guess I should see trees growing back. And I want to say were these? No, it wasn't these. But trees will grow back, but I don't know how long it takes. I thought I read somewhere that it said like 2 years ish. So we'll see if we start noticing that. I just started year 3 in this playthrough. So if you think about like obviously the trees closest to the settlement will start coming back sooner, but this entire area I was digging up the stumps still, because it makes sense in my head that so you go over to these little like saplings, right? Or it's not, they're not saplings, but they look like little baby trees that have started. It makes sense to me that what they would do is have these like those small ones and then these larger ones, and then you know this would turn into this, and then that would turn into something like this, right? And then eventually you get bigger trees, right? That you can cut down again. But I guess it's based on the stump. So we will see when they start growing back. We have restrictions over here for lead and munitions. Ortega, this game seems pretty detailed. It is. It's very focused on resource management. So that's a big part of it. All right, I'm gonna do my plank work here.
How is life treating you?
I didn't want to talk to you,
Goodbye.
Agnes. I'm sorry. All right, let's do that. Microphone again. I'm actually curious about what the weight of the wooden vials are going to be. I mean, I imagine they're obviously going to be lighter than planks, but we'll see. I feel like I hear the music for this game in my sleep, like, or when I'm like doing other things, like I hear this specific like music because I hear it so often, and it's so like low key and in the background that it's hard to actually even notice that you're listening to it. Oh, the days of making planks in Skyrim. Just takes forever. Wicker and wooden. All right, so, oh, wait a minute. 1 plank is 10 wooden vials. I feel like, Ryan, you might have told me this. I don't even know if I want to do that many, because I don't think I don't know. Let's start with this 18. I could always do 10 more. So crazy that, oh, I also have to pay attention to my food, but crazy that last stream we were talking about, you know, like creating a Discord and whether or not I wanted to actually do it, and mostly because I don't like having to pay too much attention to stuff, and if you have a Discord you gotta kind of moderate it and stuff, and I was saying that it would be useful to have the community tab, but I originally thought that you needed to get to the 1,000 subscribers before you could get the community tab. And then I actually was reading up on it that it was 500 subscribers. But apparently some people get that sooner. And it's not... I think if you get it sooner, it's like not like a clear why. Like they haven't outlined that unless I couldn't find the right like YouTube support pages or whatever. But yeah, and it was the other day that I literally just got the community tab, which is really awesome. I'm wondering if it's because I just passed 500 public watch hours. So maybe they're using like some of the metrics to like early release certain features. It seems like they kind of do that to sort of test out different stuff. But yeah, so now I have the community tab on my channel and I can post things like polls and images and schedule posts. So that's pretty cool. I noticed your tab. It's cool to have. Yeah, I think it's like, I almost feel like it's actually really, I know that they sort of give it as like a, okay, if you're creating more content, then eventually you'll get it. It's sort of like an incentive. But I feel like small channels actually could really benefit from it. You know, it helps you stay in touch with the people who've actually started watching your videos. But anyway, I have it now. Okay, so I have 180 wooden vials. I am not sure. Let me see what it says, because I always am going to get less than what it lists here for the price. So that's going to be 3. That's not gonna, that's gonna bring us kind of, that's gonna put us past the amount, but yeah, I don't really need to make any more. I'll hang on to the planks. I'll put them in my resource storage and then deal with them from there. I also did just do really fast math in my head, so if somebody is thinking like, no, you need to make more, let me know. And before we leave town, we're gonna stop at the food storage to make sure I have enough food and I don't starve and fall over and die like I do most playthroughs or most episodes. Oh, I don't even know what I'm looking for. Let's grab some dried meat. Never want to carry too much. Bring that up as much as I can. All right. And we'll take a quick bath in the river as well. Eddie Chucker, I'm playing Planet Zoo lately. Was hoping that would win, but Sims won, damn it. So what's interesting is I've been playing a bit of Planet Coaster, but I go back and forth between the two. It's kind of like a nice, relaxing game. Sims won, but that's like what I'm going to focus on first. That doesn't mean I'm not going to do Planet Zoo or Planet Coaster stuff. And those are really just like, I wanted to see, like, outside of streams, what would you like to see? During the streams, I might still rotate in some of those games. I don't know. I haven't really come up with a plan for Medieval Dynasty. Like, how long do I want to make this series? Because I can get all of the quests done, like all of the story quests. But this is a game that you can play beyond that. And, I mean, I could sort of set a goal of like, okay, well, once we get to, you know, my heir turns 18, then I will end the series, or like, you know, soft end the series, right? Like I could always come back to it, especially if there's game updates and stuff, and come back to this this save file. But I don't know. I haven't really figured out where I want to head for. Like what do I want to aim for with this series? I also will, I think, I have to get back to my Minecraft series, because the castle that I was building, I do want to finish that castle. And I think I'm going to do that on stream. I might do that on an unscheduled or an unplanned stream. So like one of my like night streams that I kind of do when I have time now. Let's find a vendor. We'll find this guy right here, Edwin.
best goods in the valley.
The wooden vials. So that's going to be 324. And oh, this brings me, I did do my math wrong. That brings me just below that. So I'm going to sell the tin ore. And I'll sell this iron ore.
How is life treating
All right.
you? Goodbye.
And then I can always make more wooden vials and sell them because I'll be pretty much out of money at this point once I pay out all of this. All right, here you go. That should cover everything. And dialogue. All right, we've paid our taxes. Glassney, how big does the game allow you to make your village? I think there is a building limit, like a number of buildings, and I don't know what that limit is. I know the limit increases every time, like there's sort of certain like levels, and it's dependent on your dynasty reputation, I think, and like things that you have built. Like the development stage dictates what you can have. Right now I can have 18 of 55. I want to say maybe that 55 is, I'm assuming that 55 is dependent on the stage, but I could be very wrong. So if anybody knows the answer to that, please correct me. Riots, evening Grimmel. Hello Riots, how are you? I also don't really pay attention to this screen much, so it says food demand per day. We've got water demand per day. We have workers, buildings, wood demand per day. So I think we're doing well on all of that. Minivox smashed like, hey Minivox, how are you doing? Oh, I totally forgot to bathe in the river. This is like a really pretty area. I don't know if I mentioned, like up this way I had built in one of my other saves, and it's like down over that way, because it's kind of flatter. You're a little bit close to, have anything around here? You're a little bit close to some caves. Just kind of like right over there, because it's sort of on the edge of like a section of the mountain, and it looks really nice. Hello. Can I hit you from here? Oh my gosh, I can. Let's get the stone knife. How long do you reckon it would take you to make 55 buildings? I think that when I have more workers for extraction activities. Okay, how far did this roll? When I have more workers for extraction activities, I have a feeling that's going to make things go a bit quicker, because they'll be, you know, I'll have more lumberjacks. I'll have more people going out and getting resources. So a lot of that stuff will build up in my inventory, and then building buildings will be just about building and not about going out and gathering the resources. That's, I think, what takes the longest, is dealing with all of that. I'm going to go actually just straight towards the icon, because I don't want to pass the bears. I just don't feel like fighting them right now. The bear spawn over there. So we'll go up over the mountains, and I will deal with whatever animals are up here. I think sometimes there's wolves in some of these areas on the top of the mountains. So you come over, like, you know, the edge of the mountaintop, and then there's just a wolf there, and it attacks you. And this is good, though, the amount that I'm kind of running around and exploring, because I am unlocking all of those, like, hunting. Oh, there's a wolf. He's probably gonna, yeah, he's gonna attack. Okay. Did he sound like a horse to anyone else? Like, that sounded like a horse neighing. Oh, there's another wolf over there. I don't know if he's going to come at me from that far away. Oh, yeah, he is. Oh, no. I mean, it's a good thing I'm using the iron axe because that does a lot of damage. Ortega, yeah, it did. Yeah, it sounded like a horse. I don't know if that was just the way that the audio came out, but... Another wolf somewhere? Thought I heard some growling. That was weird, yeah. I couldn't tell if it was just like it sounded weird or if like maybe there was something wrong with like the audio was playing the wrong like animal sound. Fun fox. I totally forgot about the potion of sobriety. Ugh. All right. Well, we won't be able to progress that part of the quest yet, but that's okay. I'm just thinking of it now and realized because there's no herbalist in this town, so I can't even buy one there. The audio is drunk. It might be. All right. Let's turn in this challenge. This guy is just sitting down. Oh, I see you have the coins. Very well. The king will be pleased. Send my regards to the couple. All right. So my dynasty reputation changed by 810. That should make up for any of the reductions that happened because of my thievery. I want to check in on my people, though, because I'm not really paying attention to them right now. And a lot of them, yeah, they need tools. I'm not a very good... settlement owner, organizer, leader. A lot of people that don't have assignments, like those, obviously I don't have people in there. This one I don't have a person in, so that's fine. I just don't like how it, you know, doesn't, or like it gives you the alert. No resources for some people. So like the kitchen, that one makes sense. I'll give them the food I got from the animals I had to kill. Grandma Sweet Teddies, why don't you wave houses like that? Do you hate your villagers? Wait, what? Can you make me a mod so I can block riots? No! Don't just block people for no reason. I have no... Why do you have your... Wait, what? Why don't you have houses like that? Wait, what are you talking about? What houses? Are you talking about this? Because this is a tavern and I can't build a tavern yet, as far as I know. I will build a tavern as soon as I'm able to. But that's obviously gonna take some time. I have a reason because fuck them. What? No. All right, so we need to make some tools. Excavation shed, they need a pickaxe. In the wood shed, we need an axe. I think I just picked up one at some point, so I will do that. Eddie Trucker has the power. He does have the power. I can't make people mods on, like, I could make them on mods on stream with Streamlabs, but like it's a pain and I hate doing that. I will make you a mod eventually if you promise not to ban people for whatever. You guys are a nightmare. All right. So we've finished the challenge. Wait, can I actually take on another challenge? I don't love running all the way down to Hornica, but let me actually just, before I get too far away. Yeah, like you can only have a reason that is like legitimate reason to ban or block someone on on the stream. The dude is like way out of breath. How are you doing today, Grandma, though? Are you on
How
your
can I
break
help
at
you?
work? Oh,
Have a good day.
I didn't mean to just pull out my axe then. Apparently I'm too dirty to talk to him. And, you know, he's all high and mighty because, you know, he works for the king or whatever. Thinks he can just call me dirty. Let's just go to the stream. Yep, lunching it up. Well, what are you having for lunch? Anything good? I actually realized I forgot to eat lunch before I started the stream. And honestly, that would have been early for me. Wait, no. Oh, wait, I don't think I can bathe here. Because I think, like, I can crouch, but that's not going to get me clean. No. Is this deep enough here? No, it's not. This stream is way too small. Oh, I could run over to this lake, though. Grandma eating never happens. You'll never see food in my mouth. Yeah. I mean, I don't want to anger the Wizened because they get angry and aggressive. And I am not in the mood to fight one of them right now. I've actually never really been over this way. So I've never really had a reason. This is actually gorgeous. Oh my gosh. Like in maybe another playthrough, I would love to build on this lake. Because I don't like the setting of some of the other lakes that are kind of scattered around the map. Like this lake, it's very, this one and even like over here, it's like kind of steep around the lake. So I don't really love that. I mean, that's kind of why I like being over here. Like this whole, like the river area is fine, but yeah, this is really nice. It's close enough to Gustovia to kind of get started, too, because you can, you know, do all the early starting quests. I mean, getting over to some of the other places is rough without a horse or a mount. I mean, not like we have one now anyway, but... Alright, let's go back. Always reorient myself, figure out where I'm going. Ward Suppose, hi friends, hope you're well. Missed the beginning, had to go see mom and daddy's spouse, Luminium. Hey Ward, hope you're having a good day. I pinned your comment. I liked it. Grandma, you yelled you're dying. I wasn't dying. My health bar is fine. Or were you just talking more generally, like, we're all dying eventually? You're dead already, apparently. Oh god. Okay. So I guess I can only maybe do one challenge a season or something like that. Or the king in his kingdom. I feel like I should say something like huzzah after that, but whatever. It's a guy that tells me to go wash up because I'm not clean enough and then just kind of blows me off. It's like, yeah, we can talk about the king or you can get lost. Okay, so we've done the challenge. We've paid our taxes. Those were sort of the important things that we needed to get out of the way. Next, what I'd like to do is to give my people some tools so that my settlement can continue functioning. Look how the badgers run. They're so cute. I miss Lizzie the lizard. Who's Lizzie the lizard? This like basically doesn't really help me see much. Like I can see in my immediate vicinity, but it doesn't really help me with like looking ahead on the path to make sure that, you know, there aren't bears, which like up here I know there are bears. One right there, another there. I'm gonna try to go over and hope that they don't spot me. I don't remember their range for how far away you have to be that they won't see you. Because sometimes the wolves even surprise me. Oh, Queen Lizzie, the Lizard Queen of Britain. Oh my gosh. I wouldn't have put those two things together immediately. I was like, who had a pet lizard? Who is Lizzie? Oh, animal spot wolf? Where's the wolf? I'm gonna just keep, like, charging downhill, aren't I? Oh, nope, there's the wolf. Chasing after me or no? No. If you run away from them fast enough, like, they will... Wait, I think one of them is... That music should have gone away. But usually they'll chase after you, but if you start running fast enough, they won't. They'll just kind of stop and turn around and walk away. So yeah, this was actually what I was saying before, where I built in one of my other save files. Like this kind of field right here kind of goes up against the woods over there. I thought it was just a really nice spot. It's a pretty good area, kind of more central on the map. You get a lot of like eagle and hawk spawns, I think, up here. Stop like holding shift when I run and just take some breaks. So we need to resupply the villagers with tools, and I want to kind of continue progressing my settlement because I do want to get beyond that farmer stage. I think if I recall, we unlocked the house. So this is the biggest house that you can build, and this one, it looks really nice. It's more square, not rectangular, and I'm gonna build the first one for myself and my family. It's going to take quite a bit of resources because it takes a lot of stone to make that bigger house with the stone walls. Oh, I may have triggered a boar. Oh, I definitely triggered this one. He's coming after me. The Midlands is a good place. I went to a Renaissance festival that had they had signs around the campgrounds where it was held, and they had a section of the fair that was like the Midlands. And then I don't know, they had some other names and stuff, places in the UK. I was actually watching a stream. There's a couple bigger streamers that like end up like they play a lot of games together on Twitch. One of the streamers was doing this like murder mystery like Halloween thing, like IRL, with several of like these other larger streamers, and they were doing it like Clue themed, but it felt like they were doing it like you know, I'm not talking the board game, but like the film Clue, which is one of my favorite films with Tim Curry. And they were all putting on like the worst accents. Like some of them weren't aiming for a British accent. Some were, and they were like self-acknowledging that all of their accents were terrible, and they kept switching out of those accents. Lincolnshire for the win. Yeah, boy, Lesney. I'm slightly over in Leicestershire. I said Lincolnshire, and then I said Leicestershire, and I know that the first one I mispronounced. Lincolnshire, right? Or do you do a harder I on that one? Lincolnshire, right? And Leicestershire. Sheer. So are you saying for Lincoln? So Lincolnshire? I'm always trying to pronounce these things better. Okay, so yeah. Yeah, I imagine there's variations too, like in how it's pronounced, but it's always interesting to me because where I grew up was close to a town called Derby, which is spelled the way you guys spell it, but I know you pronounce it Derby. Derbyshire. Derbyshire. Yeah. All right, so let's get some tools going. I have, I think, an extra axe on me, so I'm going to throw that in here for these people to use. So yeah, this is decent quality. Let's get rid of the leather. Let's put the planks in here. We'll put the fur away. Just get kind of everything cleared out of here that I don't need in my inventory right now. Okay. So we've made the axe. We also need to make a pickaxe. And I need some logs to do that, which there's probably logs in there. But I don't know when my woodcutter, my lumberjack, stopped cutting wood. So I imagine that there might actually not be that many. Oh my gosh, there's 94 planks. That's awesome because that means we'll have plenty to just easily build that house. We have 61 logs. Whew. All right, I'm just gonna grab a bunch. And let's just make, oh wait, no, let's stay here when we make the pickaxe. And we'll make 2. All right. I always look for like P for pickaxe, but I forget it's like, you know, stone pickaxe or wooden pickaxe. So I'm always searching on my inventory, not knowing where anything is. Check some things. All right. Okay, let's see. All right, so we have a decent amount of logs. I obviously don't want to carry more than I really need to for right now. But I do want to build this other house. So like this has sort of been our like residential neighborhood over here. I'm kind of thinking I might just take this whole section and make this like my house, yard, whatever. And that way I can kind of make it decorative, fancier later on. So let's house. So yeah, this is like much bigger. I don't want to be too close to these other properties, but let me place this. We'll hold that so we can see how far back it goes. I feel like that's pretty close up. I feel like I could actually go back farther. Get rid of that. Like I said, I don't want to go back too far, but I want to... I feel like that's a little bit better. Just want to make sure I have enough space in the front. I realize that this kind of maybe doesn't look great over here. Be honest, I've only ever passed through Spalding. Can't beat the countryside. Cities are scary with all their buildings and people. Yeah, true. Although I tend to feel pretty comfortable in cities just because I live near a city. And it's got a lot of scary stuff, but it's also really cool. Look for stone. Ooh, we got a lot of stone. That's going to be 56 kg. I can't carry that much without barely being able to move. But yeah, I always grew up like not really like my family, not really city people, and I really love cities. Like I don't live in a big city. I like being close to one though. Just because there's just like more stuff generally to do. There's a lot of like really amazing food places. Whereas like not in the city around here, like you've got some stuff, but I like options, I guess. All right. Let's adjust all of these. Stone. Yeah, America's vast compared to here. I mean, like, I also live in a place that's, I mean, it's, you know, fairly populated compared to most of the US. But like, even so, like, a lot of like places around here, like, they're not designed for walking. So like, you know, if I want to get into, go into like the center of town, like, there's no sidewalks that will get me there. Like, there's, you know, the roads like are a bit treacherous to walk on if you don't have a sidewalk. People speeding and stuff. Okay, so all those walls are done. Let's do the top wall. I just like to do this before I get started on stuff. All right, I'm gonna actually put these logs in here right away. And let's start filling these with stone. And I mean, we have plenty of logs, so hopefully this doesn't take too much time. I forgot I also have all this meat here. I actually had to put that away and do some eating myself. Let's take 20 logs-ish, and we'll grab over 20 stone. Oh, that's way too heavy. I'm gonna have to take care of the logs first, I think. Let me put the meat away. Do like Texas, cowboy style of America. Pretty cool. And it depends, I guess, where you are in Texas too, because like from people I know who've lived in Texas and stuff, like some areas are just as sort of like urbanized. Unless you get into more rural Texas, right? Yeah, like America's really huge, so it's like, why did I even come in here? Going to the food storage place. America's really huge, so like, you know, depending on where you are, you could be just, you know, seeing fields or forests for like miles and miles and miles, with no sign of a town. I think I don't go for like accurate quantities or like specific quantities. I'm just like eyeballing it. Okay, let's go over and I keep forgetting too. I need to buy the side pouch that I can wear on my hip. Never been west of Wales, only east of the globe, so my assumption of America, what's on TV. I mean, yeah, and the thing about what's on TV with America is like, especially like for every region, is you just get kind of like what the stereotype is of that region, which usually isn't like all of that region. Although, like, I love watching movies that are and like TV that are set in New England, because the New England area where I am, like, there's a very specific like look that it has that is like a stereotype that really isn't everywhere here, but it I love it. Like, I love the very classic New England look. I'm fortunate, like, I mean, where I live, like, we have some of that, and there's plenty of places I can go to like, kind of like get that very like New Englandy atmosphere, but most of the area, like, it's very different. Grandma, America is 2 whole continents and like 40 countries. Glassing, I've never left Britain. Artiga, being from a small town, visiting cities to me is a cool experience, but I'd rather live close to a city in one than, because, you know, people. Yeah, like, there's definitely, like, I have friends that live in the city close to me that, you know, because of work and stuff, it's more convenient. And there are a lot of places, like, if you like being around people, you know, places you can sort of hide away and then see people when you want. But yeah, I kind of like that too. Like, I like to live near a city, because if I drive less than 10 minutes, like, I can get into a city. But I get kind of all the benefits of, like, you know, the kind of quieter neighborhoods and stuff like that. Yeah. Although it is kind of a struggle, because not being in the city, like where I live, a lot of the rent prices are really high. Because there's like fewer options available. So like it's harder to find like affordable like places to rent and stuff. Connecticut has cities? Of course it does. Although our capital, Hartford, is the capital, but like, I mean, I haven't spent that much time there, but like New Haven is sort of like the heart of Connecticut for me. It just has a good vibe. Like sometimes, there's a lot of crime and stuff, but did I like take all the stone already? I did take all the stone. All right. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go and I think just stuttered a bit, and I just realized I need to save. I find as a generalization that in cities people are more ignorant and unfriendly than those out of the cities, and more friendly and welcoming. Can't speak for the US. Yeah, I don't really, I wouldn't say that I really notice it either particular way. Just people live in a different place generally. Although in Connecticut, like, you get this kind of very like people keep to themselves atmosphere. And so we tend to get the reputation of being unfriendly, but it's more of just kind of like everybody just keeps to themselves a little bit more and are less likely to strike up a conversation. But it's not really out of unfriendliness. It's more of just like people are busy, you know? People are shit everywhere. I mean, they can be, yeah, definitely. Does not matter where you are. Need the two-handed thing. There we go. I just want to get enough to, Oh, no. I didn't even notice him, like, get down here. Bad Piggy is right. If only hunting was so easy IRL, yeah. Kind of seems like effortless when in reality, obviously it is not. The piggy didn't make it to the market in the way it wanted. No, certainly not. I feel like I'm so focused on these stones. Like, the stone hunting can be very mesmerizing. Like, I am super, like, zen when I'm looking for stones, but then I realize that, like, time has passed. I'm just getting notes from my doctor through an app, so I'm just checking that every once in a while. I'm not. So next up is going to be, after we get the stone done, is going to be the planks, and that's really not going to be bad because we have tons of planks already. Oh. Another hammer. Even in Medieval Dynasty, they make houses out of stone. How far behind are you guys? What? I need water. I want to die. Run over to the well. Get back over here. All right, so okay, so we just have to do the roof at this point. We're gonna need. Oh wait, no. Oh, I just wasted that one because I didn't change the roof to the wooden tiles. The cool thing about this is like it does use more resources, but you only have to like fill 2 on each side. All right, so we need 3 more logs, and then the rest we need planks, and I think it's 12 each. I should have checked. All right. I think it was 12 each, but I'm gonna walk slow all the way back. Oh, it's 18 each. Okay, so I'm gonna need a few more planks after I do all of these. Right, because I think 12 is actually the amount you need for the smaller house. Regain some stamina. I'm gonna take a break in a little bit, so I can just quickly grab some more water and grab a quick snack. So we'll get more planks. Need any more logs? Word suppose it's hammer time. There's something aesthetically pleasing about stone-built houses, says Eddie. Yeah, I that's why I like them. Like the wattle looks kind of cool, but like the stone-built houses are preferable. All right, so the house is completed. Lovely. We're gonna move my family over here. Find a player. So Malwina is gonna come over here. The taxes obviously on this one are much more, but worth it because it is a nice big house. And eventually I'm going to put the wattle fencing around here. I'm going to do the entrance right up here. And I think what I might end up doing is like planting like 2 orchard trees kind of right in this front yard on either side to make it look really nice. And I am going to go check the inventory of my house because I don't remember if I had put anything in the house inventory. I don't think so. Yeah. No. Okay, so let's put away any materials we need to put away. I always forget that broadleaf planting don't go in food storage, they go in here. Pretty much any of the herbalism stuff. Let's get rid of the leather. Stone away. And I might do more wattle stuff, so I am going to keep the sticks on me and take more out. Except I don't have more. Okay, good to know. Let me double check on my people as well to make sure that at least they have what they need. Okay, my hunting lodge person needs another knife. Okay. I need the stone back though for that. Make a bunch of knives so that they're all set. I do need to also like put like a wash basin in front of my house or something so that I could do quick baths instead of having to run down to the river. Far enough so that we can get the water up. Of course, I made those knives and I didn't put them away. All right, so I do want to get onto the wattle, but I am going to take a very short 5-minute break to get some more water and grab a quick snack, do all those things, and then I can be refreshed. I just don't want to start coughing. I'm going to try to avoid that. So I will see you all in a few minutes. Hang out. If I don't see you because you got to go at some point, you know, thank you for stopping in. I will be right back. I'm back. I realized I left the game running, so time is still running instead of like putting myself in the menu, but whatever. Alright, so yeah, I'm gonna put out, I know I still have blueprints on the other side of the freaking world over there that I need to fill with wattle fences, but I need to make my yard, house, whatever you want to call it, look really nice. I don't know how I'm going to separate these two yards. Like, I feel like I could have this kind of go out here like this. Maybe I'll make it that wide. Let me add the gate. Oh, no, that wasn't good. Sometimes it looks like it's being placed perfectly. Might be slightly off center, but it's okay. I am okay with it. Once I place this up there. Oh, of course I had to place that last one terribly. That's... All right. Please give me a wrench. I need to block someone. No! You're not just gonna block anybody. You need to block someone. Then DM me. Fine, whatever then. Well, you were gone for almost an hour. I know, it seemed like forever. I did actually get myself some food, and then I just didn't eat it. Ooh. Also, apologies for the random audio explosions that probably happen when I'm bumping into my mic. But, yeah, no, we didn't have any quickly accessible, like, meals or food in the house. I'd have to actually like make something. So I have a plain, not a plain bagel, an everything bagel, right? You got everything on it. But apparently my husband didn't get cream cheese. He got just a crab rangoon mix, which is not exactly what I want to put on my bagel. Not right now anyway. Just not in a crab rangoon mood. Seal beef burger. Hello, how are you doing today? I feel like this is a pretty good yard. Couldn't you just put a potato in your bagel? So, like, it doesn't work like that. I would rather just have the potato than the bagel. And I do have white gold potatoes, which are really super easy to peel. But, probably not. Not today. I'm good, thank you. Hope you are too. Yeah, I'm doing all right. I am going to have to collect a bunch of sticks. I feel like I should actually take a look at this because I feel like, oh no, this isn't where I get sticks from. That's going to be the woodshed, obviously. What do I have sticks set to? It's only at 10%. That's 9 per day. And I feel like we could use more of that. Do that. Just don't like having it at 100%. So I'm going to just increase that a little bit. So we're getting more from, you know, our daily resource gathering. Stay away from baked carbs. Oh, I love anything baked though. Baked potato. Well, as you all know, potato in any form, but especially baked. Looks like a crafting type of Bannerlord. I haven't played that, but it does. From what I understand, from what people have been seeing, is that there's a lot of like clearly inspirations from like other similar games, games with the same setting, like Kingdom Come Deliverance. People keep bringing up. Gonna need a lot of sticks, which I realize I could like look for where there are heavy concentrations of sticks of that. Just takes time to get enough for the wattle fences. And I know there are other fence types. I just really like wattle. I'd like to keep that aesthetic going through my whole settlement. We need more GSTs in the world. It would be more amusing. Man, the whole forest is chopped. It is, but supposedly the stumps will grow back into trees in this game after a certain amount of time. I would think that it should come from the small mini trees growing up, but apparently not. It would be funny if they like changed it and it was just something that like wasn't clearly stated anywhere, and then I'm just like following the wrong advice and like completely eliminating the ability for me to like get any trees back. I also generally like, I don't like to play games and spend too much time Googling Googling how things work, especially with this type of game, just because like I want to make the mistakes as they sort of happen and then figure it out from there. Like if it's a more of like a sandbox game, and I guess I could play this in a more sandboxy way, but like then I'll do that definitely. Like I'm constantly looking up ways to do things like more efficiently in The Sims and things like that. This is the way it is. We haven't gotten to the point where the sticks are weighing me down too much, so that's good. Looks super cool. Yeah, I love the look of the game. It's a lot of fun. Got a decent amount right now, so. I have 195, almost 200 sticks. Let's start on one end just to kind of be consistent. I am super excited to see the season change because I think that's when my heir will be born, my first child. Alright, let's give Guy a minute to catch his breath. Okay. I need another log. That'll get me more sticks as well. Not that I need more at the moment, but I will. I love the efficiency of the iron axe. I just grab a couple trees while I'm at it, because I know inevitably I'll need to make more. This bagel with nothing on it is really disappointing. Obviously, you know, it's got the seeds on it and stuff, but we're trying to decide. We have, I guess, chicken wings, or no, not chicken, drumsticks. We have drumsticks for dinner. Trying to figure out what we're going to do with them. My husband was thinking of frying them. Trying to decide what's really going to be the best way to do them tonight. I don't really think we have anything to go with them but potatoes, actually. Aside. I can make french fries. Broken game. You had more than enough sticks and blueprint disappeared while filling. Oh, so no, so what happened was my hammer broke at the time. So you only see the blueprints when the hammer is out. And so when the hammer broke, because all of your items do degrade over time and then you have to make new ones, that basically happened. So the blueprint went away because the hammer broke, so I didn't have the hammer in my hand anymore. And so I had to make another hammer. Building the hammer does require a log. So that's why I had to cut down some trees. MJ, hello, how's it going? Hello, MJ. How are you doing today? I am doing very good. I'm doing a lot better cough-wise, so although the more I say that, the more I cough. I swear it's like if I say that I'm not coughing as much, I'm just going to start coughing more. I hope you're doing well today, MJ. I'm also like debating actually going back and deleting that gate, because I'm almost am not sure if I actually want the gate there or want it to just kind of be like an open open fence to walk through. I think I probably will delete it. I'm doing well. Good, good, good to hear. Thank you for stopping in. Back here, and we're gonna destroy this. I think that'll just look a little bit better. I don't know. All right, gonna need more sticks. Get over here, probably closer to some more stone. Keep some of that on me. Let's go for sticks. I need to be careful. Every time I head in this direction over the woods over here, or even just up further, I end up running into the boar. And then getting attacked and, or well, having to hunt it. And I just don't want to keep a ton of meat on me. It does weigh me down. Especially when I'm gathering other resources. Just leveled up in survival. We will assign points very shortly. There are a lot of sticks over here. I don't actually come over here very often. But I do actually need to go get food. So we have a decent amount of sticks. Let's go over, get food, get some water, not die. That would be great. Can't stop listening to Living Color. It's just so good. Alright, let's put that meat away. Grab all of this dried meat. There we go. Let's look at our skill tree, though. Okay. So we leveled up in survival. Now I should like do this because that'll just increase my skill gain, my point gain in all of the other things I'll be able to do faster. So I wanted to at least add one there. Maybe I'll add the second one there, but I don't know. Slower loss of food and water would be helpful. We have slower stamina consumption during movement. I haven't been touching poisoning resistance because I feel like I don't ever really run the risk of being poisoned. I don't really care much about movement and water, I guess. Less damage received would be useful when I'm fighting bandits and stuff. And frankly, some of the more aggressive animals, so I'm going to go with that. Alright, so let's go back to finishing up that fence. And then I am going to check in on my barn workers and see how they're doing with like fertilizer and stuff, because for the next season, I do want to make sure that, you know, things get planted and everything. I realize I can also be a little bit more efficient and like make sure I'm growing more, because I know I wanted to focus more on my farm. I know these fences are like close to the road, but I do kind of like the idea of like, you know, looking down the road eventually, and it's just kind of like a very narrow, like busy looking, or well, in theory, with people walking up and down it, it should be like a busy little road. Almost done. And that's why I kept logs on me. So I can build another hammer. Just a couple more sticks. Let's just grab them wherever we can find them. And then I'll probably sleep just so I don't have to be running around in the dark. All right, so my yard is now fenced in. And I do think I really like it without the gate. All right, let's go to bed. I almost hit the wrong one. I almost hit sleep next season. What are you doing?
How are you?
Oh, workers need more crafting materials. I do
Goodbye.
know that. I also need to like better automate things and have them crafting more stuff. I know the workshop, I haven't really been doing a ton of stuff, but that's also because I don't think that's really in need yet. This looks like adorable. I love it. Let's check on our pig's feed, because I know that I don't have much animal feed, so there's tons of manure. How much does this like collect when I do that? Oh, okay, so it's like a square. I'm just gonna do this like for my my animal breeder or whatever. I am gonna stop by the resource shed anyway. 33%. Alright, so that's something just to keep an eye on. So I did plant this. I do have time to get more seeds and plant something in this field. Like, I can definitely do that. Let's go put this manure away. All right. Stones away. See how my villagers are doing tool-wise. These look good still. So the smithy has no one, well has no one, and the herbalist hut have no one. Now I should actually be able to add more people because I have one house that has no one living in it. So I have the ability to do that. So I can head over to Gustovia and get somebody to be like a smith and an herbalist. Because again, the water well I can deal with on my own. Let me see what other seeds I have before I do that though. That's actually also in resource storage. Because I planted carrots because they can be planted in the spring. I have the wheat fields growing. Cabbage I can plant in summer, so I will plant it in summer. Got a bunch of carrots already. Oat grain. I could plant oat grain in the spring. I can do poppy seeds. I don't really worry about that right now. I think I might do oat grain. And I don't have much of that, so I do wanna get that. What I am gonna do, because I think it's gonna make them fertilize the ground, though, is I'm gonna go over to management. I'm gonna go to my fields. This field is the bigger one that I don't have anything in yet. And so I'm gonna do that. I'm going to change the type to oat. We're gonna do that. Except because they should fertilize and start planting the like 2 things that they need to plant. Because they have like 2 oat seeds in there or whatever, or oat grain. I'm going to head over to Gustovia and then buy some. Because I think, well, I don't actually have the money to do that. So we need to bring something with us that I'm going to actually sell. Your own private gardeners? Well, they're my farmers, so basically every villager that lives here has a profession, and you manage, you know, who works where, but obviously they need the resources to be able to do stuff, and I can manage the assignments that they have, which is cool. So like, yeah, they are obviously, like, this one is going out over there now. You can also, because farmers have 2 different roles they can take on, or the barn workers can. So you can have a barn worker or you can have a farmer. The barn workers deal with, like, you know, turning things into grain, crafting fertilizer, crafting animal feed, whether that's, you know, the fertilizer coming from manure or rot. Alex C, are you winning, Grim? I am winning, I think. I don't think there's actually, I mean, I would say that winning would be not dying and having your entire, like, dynasty end. Simple torches. Let's see what we could sell. Got a lot of wheat grain. I've got a wooden bowl here. I could sell this wood fabric. I don't need that right now. Linen thread and linen fabric. Sell the fabric. I'll keep the thread. This, I actually have to start insulating the stone houses, so I will remember to do that when I come back, for sure. I have a lot of fur, too, and that can, you know, in large amounts sell for a decent amount. Sell a lot of feathers. Let's do that. 150 feathers. Pretty decent. Not dying is usually good. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's sort of like the criteria for winning, right? Because this is a game, there's a bunch of quests, sure, but there's not like a singular objective. So we will sell some stuff and then we will buy some stuff and get back. Eventually, I either have to craft or buy a potion of sobriety from one of the villages that has an herbalist. I don't actually know what is required to craft it, though. Let's take a look at that. If we go to the... That's definitely an extraction thing, right? It's survival. Okay, so we have potion of strength. Here. Temperature. So it looks like that's probably... Yeah, so that's the herbalist hut too. So I can't actually craft that myself, or at least I won't be able to for a long time. So we just need to move along and buy it. No one's there. We gotta sell to someone. Looks like everybody's hanging out at home.
How are you? My wares never disappoint.
I'd still find it weird that I can just sell to like whoever instead of having to like sell to like a specific like vendor for certain types of items. Okay, I sold all those feathers. Good. So I have 681 now. So
See you soon.
let's talk to Edwin. He's gonna have the seeds we need.
Best goods in the valley.
Scroll down to oat grain, and I'm gonna just take as much as I can. And maybe, yeah, that's fine. Because I'm gonna need it.
Goodbye.
And we're gonna go back and plant. Would winning on this be a fully built village that is completely automated? I guess. I mean, I guess you could call it that, right? I would say winning would be, because obviously, like, you can perfect the automation. Like, you can have things automated, but maybe the efficiency isn't that great, or, you know, the numbers you're turning out, it's not, like, perfect. And you could tweak and tweak and tweak for a little while to get it to that right spot, like where it is fully automated and things run really smoothly. And I feel like, though, because you can still play beyond that, winning would essentially be like that plus being bored, right? Because once you get to the point where it feels like there's really not much else you can do aside from just like the random quests and the challenges that you probably will end up repeating some of them over and over again. At that point, that's where the game feels like, okay, I've done everything I needed to do. Especially if there's a building limit. I imagine once you hit that, really the only thing you can do is add like the decor. I am dirty again. I am always dirty. So I'm not gonna... So it looks like they fertilized some. And then they planted the 2 oat grain that they had. I could have sworn, though, that there was a ton of fertilizer in there, so I'm not sure why they aren't fertilizing more unless, like, there's, you know, something else going on. Maybe they're out of bags. Actually, that's realistically, that could be the problem. Yes, they are out of bags. All right, let's make them some bags with leather. Eventually, when I have a fully automated sewing hut, I can have them get like the bigger bags that I think are more durable. Afternoon, how goes the progress? Hey, Boa, the progress is going pretty good. I am, we got a lot of money. I did some thieving as was necessary. And, yeah, we've been doing pretty good. We are expanding the village a bit, doing some more farming. I hope you're having a good day. Daddy would be proud that I know, right? She's not here though. And I feel almost like guilty that I did thievery without her watching. Okay, let's put these bags away. Put that leather back. I'm gonna put the oat grain in here because I don't actually need to be the one to do all of that. Let's put all these bags away. Although I will go over and like, I mean, once they fertilize, I can also like do the hoeing. Suppose I could help fertilize. Maybe I should actually help plant because I imagine that like, you know, at whatever stage in their like work cycle they're in, they may not immediately go out and plant. Let's grab a bit of fertilizer. And let's grab some of the oat grain. And that's kind of my plan for that field anyway. Like I want that field to always kind of be me growing grain of some kind. The other thing too is that some of them may come and yeah, see, okay, here they come. They will start working on planting, and then they may just start plowing the spots that I'm fertilizing. They have to be plowed before the planting can actually occur. Okay, I don't want this to be inefficient though. Like if she's gonna do that where I'm, what is she, what is going on? She's like not even in the space she's supposed to be. I feel like she's moving kind of slow too. I don't want to get in her way, but I'm curious to see where she goes after that square. If she just picks up like the row that I did, or if she'll go to the bottom. Or if she does pretty much the way I let. Yeah, I think she's gonna go to the bottom. I'm gonna start on this row. And my bag just broke. I should have actually crafted one to bring. Let me go back. My wheat field is doing good. I do actually want to have this kind of go through the middle. Yeah. So that the middle of, I hope I left enough space for this one to like not completely in the way. Make sure that I have the roads in between so it looks really nice. right, let's go grab a bag. Spot 4. Choose that side. Then I can help them with the plowing. Oh, I hope that's not going to double up. Yeah, there you go. Where is my hoe? Okay, so time to plow. Because the faster the more I help, the faster they'll actually get this done. The field doesn't want to plow. Let's do a quick save. Because the thing is, even I didn't really double check on like the fertilizer to seed ratio, but as long as I fertilize the parts of the field that aren't fertilized, I will find something to plant. I have to go buy more oat grain, which I would like to if that's going to be the case, or I'll do more carrots because I think I have more carrot seed. So she is planting, she is fertilizing. I don't know where the other one went. I think she might have been... I think the other one I'm thinking of is my wife. No, my wife's right here. This is like a really large field. I feel like the harvest is actually going to be like huge. Because once I start doing this a lot, I can also have them work on turning stuff into grain, a certain percentage, or, well, a certain amount per day, so that I make sure I keep enough as grain for replanting. Alright, I'm going to let them finish up the rest, because I don't really have to intervene. But it is daylight now, and so I can see more, and I do want to make sure that I get sticks to continue the wattle fence that I'm doing around here, because the wattle fence here also looks really cool. I think my next goal then, too, this spot right here, opposite the pig, is going to be... probably I'll do, like, maybe the hens and ducks or hens and donkeys. Alright, let's go find sticks. Need a two-handed tool, though. Try to like get down towards the riverbank too, because I generally don't pick stuff up from there. So there's a lot sticks and stones near the river. feel like this is actually the most tedious part. Like, you know, when I'm building a house, I'm gathering stones for the house, and like I mean, yeah, it's a lot of stone, but it's not a crazy amount. And like, I finish the house, you know, in a certain amount of time. With the wattle fence, it just requires so many sticks. And if I don't already have sticks, it just takes forever to get enough to really get like a whole wattle fence project done. Especially because I want to, you know, fence in the fields. What do we have on sticks? We have 188. Let's get to 200 sticks. And then I can go back and work on the wattle fence. And then I think after that, we want to get that potion of sobriety and try to proceed a little bit with that quest. Okay, we're past 200, so I'm good now. All right, let's work on this fence first. So I am still planning on doing my Halloween like makeup thing that people voted on in the poll the other day on the stream. However, just a fair warning that I have a job interview sometime early next week that may end up on Halloween on Monday. So if that is the case, what I will probably do is just simply shift the day that I'm wearing and doing the Halloween makeup to a different stream day. I may do that just on Sunday because I'll have my Sunday afternoon stream. And I'm trying to decide if I want to stick with Medieval Dynasty or if I want to do something kind of in the spirit of Halloween, something, I don't know. I don't actually have spooky games. I think I have like one game that would fit that category, and it's Phasmophobia, and I haven't really actually played it ever. I think I tried to play it once by myself and then just kind of quit. So that, I feel like that could be cool, but like because I've really never played it, it might be a little bit of a shit show because I won't know what I'm doing. Let's go get some water, let the stamina regenerate. I'm trying to think of if there's any other games I have that would either be considered horror or just something that's like generally a little bit more scary, because I really don't play games. I'm honestly, horror games, I just would scare me. Like if I played them, then I'm gonna be like freaked out for like a day. I don't love the jump scare stuff. I'm not opposed to playing it, but it just gets to me. I mean, I have like V Rising, right? So vampires, that kind of fits the theme. I think this is going to look really cool when it's done. Looks like they fertilized all the way as far as they could. Looks like they probably used up all the seeds that they had. Yogurt 5150 games. Howdy, work lurking again, so can't chat at the moment. Sorry, not a problem. Thank you for stopping in. I appreciate that. Wanted to say hi at least, though. Well, thank you for saying hi. Hello. I hope your day is going well. I hope work isn't too exhausting or stressful and is fairly chill. Town is looking really good. Thank you, AMJ. I'm starting to see the vision a little bit better. Like, I really do need to use the orchard plots to, I think, make more trees. I was testing out something in one of my other save files, and the one thing I noted, though, is that if I kind of like plant the orchard trees to kind of act as like, you know, ornamental trees around the village, if they're too far from a barn, it will like give me an alert about that. So I kind of have to figure out how I'm going to handle that. I mean, I will eventually have to build another barn. So maybe that'll solve a lot of my problems. I could just make sure it's more centrally located. Another hammer to build. I had contemplated also not putting the wattle fence up for the or the wattle gate for these fields, but I feel like it makes more sense with the farming fields to actually have the gate. Okay, I'm curious how many sticks we have in inventory just from the lumberjack gathering them. Let's grab those. Like 13. All right, I could throw those in. I do want to at least finish this particular fence. This field's fence. My carrot field. And I do need to eat a little bit. This won't get me all the way up, but it will help. Oh, he is so dirty. Look at him. I feel like, though, this is like where I'm actually doing like really dirty work. Like I'm working in a field. Like there's dirt, there's mud, there's tools everywhere. Tools everywhere. There's whatever everywhere. I'm using a bunch of different tools that would get dirty. Escaping Ordinary. Hello, Grimmel and all. Hello, Escaping Ordinary. How are you doing today? Thank you for stopping in. I really need to have this out so I can just pick these up faster. Keep forgetting to do that, and then I'm like just dragging through the animation, waiting for the stick to get picked up. Just fine. 2 hours of work left. You're almost done. Once I finish the stream, which is probably going to be from now in like 15, 20 minutes, I have to go back to work. Got a lot of work done this morning, but not all of it. So I think I'm going to be up late working probably. Which is going to suck because I hate working late. But to be fair, I've been talking to like Raykit and some other people about how like scheduling the streams and committing to the times that I've set is super helpful because I am self-employed, so like all the motivation has to come from me. There's not a lot of external motivation, right, coming from like other people setting deadlines, and I have a hard time with that. A really hard time with that. So at least the stream, even if I don't get all my work done before the stream, I kind of tell myself like I am going to work until the stream and then I'm going to work after the stream. Otherwise I cannot stream. And that's usually like motivating enough because I would love to, I like to see all of you in stream chat and like talk with people. And the work I do, I don't actually talk to people ever. It's all email. And even then, there's like the amount of social interaction I have with those people amounts to, you know, emails that are all like work focused. Even like the DMs or the instant messages are very brief, like task related things. Something I definitely miss about not being self-employed. Yeah, good on you. I'm terrible with self-discipline. Yeah, it's like challenging. And then when I find something that does help with the self-discipline, I'm like, yes, but I also have ADHD, and so like it's kind of like a revolving door of like solutions. Like, yeah, something will work for 3 weeks, and then I need something new. But definitely like finding motivation. Like, it kind of sounds bad, but I need pressure and stress from an outside force that is not myself. Or like somebody outside of me needs help with something or needs something done. I'm way more likely to like find space to care about that than I am if I'm just like, I want to do this thing. But honestly, I think I've been way more productive since I started streaming again. Like, I have my freelance work that I do. I think I'm just more efficient with that. And then I am designing like digital planner packs for people who want to print or just edit digital like planners like on their desktop or something like that. And selling those in my Etsy shop. And I've gotten like 2 listings out this week. And then I've actually managed to stay on top of the stream schedule, so that's good as well. All right, so this fence is done. I have a lot of sticks on me that I would love to just throw into this fence just to get it out of the way. And then we can move on to the next task. It actually might be, well, they definitely finished planting out all the seeds they had, but they have a bunch of fertilizer down that needs to be plowed in, so I can also do that or help with that. But if I want to get the potion of sobriety before the end of the stream, I'm going to need to head over to Rolnika, I think. Or it's, I don't know if it's Branica or Baranica. Those 2 are right next to each other, which I don't know if the devs just thought it was funny to have 2 towns that are like almost the same name right next to each other so that you constantly go to the wrong one when you read a quest too quickly, but one of those has an herbalist, and that's right across the water too. Like, why? Why would we do this? Terrible. Realize that this is probably the most boring thing to watch as well. And if you're watching this in the background of work, anyone like this, you're gonna hear the Medieval Dynasty music later, and you're just gonna hear this like small like tink. It's gonna be the hammer sound. It's just gonna be there in the back of your brain. All right, let's go to sleep. Get rid of this nighttime. It's also then gonna bring me into the last day of spring. So if I want to get the last of my spring crops planted, if I want to do more oat grain, that is gonna have to happen. All right, so I did as much of that fence as I could. I will actually leave the fertilizer to my farmers for them to deal with that. And then I'll try to see if like we can get more seed on the way. I would say I only have 2.8. Oh wait, do I still have oat grain on me? I could have sworn oh, because I was fertilizing. I wasn't planting the oat grain, right? Let me put that down right now. That way I can, you know, get a better picture of like actually how much space I have left. Escaping order. It's quite relaxing, actually. I'm glad. It's nice music. Raykit actually sent me, speaking of music, like, there was this Spotify playlist. Like, I love listening to video game sounds, and it was great. It was like, I don't remember. There were like a couple games or something. I think it was like RuneScape and stuff, but like an orchestra. Like, I will listen to any like album that is like game music, whether it's the actual like soundtrack or score of a game, or if it's actually like, you know, some sort of like cover of the game music, or, you know, done in instrumentals or something like that. Like, I would listen to a playlist of all Medieval Dynasty stuff, and Skyrim is good. I also tend to listen to like Lord of the Rings music as well. I love like the Shire. Any of the songs that play during Shire scenes in the movies are phenomenal. I think if I go into the farm management screen, I think it's gonna show me how many, like, I think it counts for you, like how many plots are empty or whatever. Like, it'll show you like how many are planted. But what do I need? I have logs. I need 5 sticks. It'll show you how many are planted, but it's I'm not 100% positive if it shows you the number that are currently like growing, or that are not growing. Didn't mean to pick up any sticks, but I guess that's what's happening here. Or any berries, rather. Make myself another hoe. Okay. All right, we have 20 more. The oat grain. Like, he just like walks through the field over all of my nicely planted oat. I think too, this is actually going to be something that'll give my kitchen worker a lot to do, because if I have a lot of oat and I'm not planning on, you know, using up all of it for, you know, creating grain, for the planting, like I want to save some of the grain for, you know, replanting, obviously. But, so if I don't use up too much of that, like I will be able to make some dishes. Like I think I can do, if I go to the kitchen, porridge, that, yeah, porridge takes oat grain, gruel is rye grain. So I'll be able to make that. Eventually, I'll be able to make flour. I mean, I can have my workers make flour. I just haven't had a steady supply yet, so I haven't really found the need to focus on unlocking those recipes that I'll use flour for yet. Okay, so I've done all of that planting. We're gonna take a quick dive into the river, get nice and clean. Have a quick bite to eat. I also should make sure, you know, enough food in here. I have a lot of dried meat. We still have a bunch left here. Let's grab like 20. Yeah. All right, so I'm not going to take anything from food because I think if I just glance in there again, I don't think we have like an overabundance. Yeah, there's a lot of dried meat. I don't really want to eat into my food stores right now. Especially as my village starts to grow, I want to make sure that I am happy with the amount of food I have. These bows, I'm going to actually sell these, I think. And I'm going to take a quick break from what I'm trying to do, though, to fill up some water, though. Because that's, if my people start, you know, they run out of water. Even if, like, I run right back to the village and make it, just having no water for a little bit will start to decrease their happiness. All right, there we go. So we'll make water buckets. And they will have plenty of water for their houses. Okay, those back. Oh gosh, no, I don't put those in here. It's amazing how I feel like I've put a lot of time into this game so far, and I just constantly forget where I need to put things. Like it's not intuitive yet. By the way, just curious, am I sounding too quiet or too loud today? The reason I ask is I hit my mic a lot. I tend to smack it all the time, and occasionally I've knocked the dial sideways, so it changes the actual volume. Oh, right. I was going to go to Branica or Baranica. Which one of them has an herbalist? Okay, so herbalist's hut. See, that only shows mine. I'm gonna just stick with Rolnica because I know that there's an herbalist hut in Rolnica. do another quick save. Honestly, every time my game stutters a little bit, it reminds me to save. Because I amazingly have all of my crashes for this game off stream. But this game sometimes just completely crashes my whole PC. I shouldn't say my whole PC. What happens is it crashes my my graphics card and then it doesn't come back up. So I end up having to restart, and the pain. Parmy, how are you doing? Good morning. Hope you're having a good day so far, even though I'm sure it's early for you. I don't know exactly what time.
Whatever you need, I've got it.
Sell these bows to you. I'll keep the unripe berries because I can just throw them on the ground before the season ends to rot. Potion of sobriety. I'm gonna grab one of those.
How are you? See you soon.
Glassney, gotta go. Thank you for the stream. Keep doing what you're doing. Thanks, Glassney. Thank you for hanging out. You've been in here like every stream. I appreciate it. Pardon me. I'm well, thanks. How are you? And it's 6 in the AM here. Wow. Okay. I'm at just about 3 p.m. And I'm doing pretty good today, I think. So far, so good. All right, so we've got the potion of sobriety. We have to bring that to Kestrel in Hornica. Oh, right. I was totally going to look for rain. You know what? I didn't actually, I guess, bring enough to really get anything beyond the potion of sobriety. And I mean, that field's going to be pretty full anyway. It should be okay, but we might have some time at the beginning of next stream to run quickly, bring a bunch of stuff, run quickly, and or maybe just make a bunch of wooden vials again and sell them, and then plant the oat grain. So it is about time for me to wrap up. Makes me so sad. Pardon me. It's right when you wake up. It is time for me to wrap up, though. I've got stuff to do, work to get to after this. So thank you guys so much for hanging out. Next time we will move the story quests forward and hopefully have an heir. All right. I will see you all next time. Today is what, Thursday? So my next stream is going to be on Sunday. I don't think I'm going to do any surprise like night streams probably this week or even next week. I might do one next week, but it depends on how my schedule goes. Anyway, have a good day, and I will see you all next time.